I'd like to introduce our practice area called Management Systems and HR, Human Resources, because this is something that we're involved with more and more. So what actually does it involve most often? Our clients need to put in place management systems because that's really the key to drive change and actually keep everybody in the organization working toward the same overall goals. So it's really defining the overall goals for the organization and then cascading the KPIs down the organization as low as possible. Ideally, nobody should have more than 2 or 3 really important KPIs. I mean, you can have one priority. When you start to have more than 4 or 5 priorities, it's really an issue. Another thing that we get involved with is helping companies rethink their organization, because we see a lot of companies that have way too much indirect labor relative to their direct labor, the operators, and it's really dragging their costs down. So we help them rethink their organization for lower cost and better communication, faster communication, and so on. Another thing is really helping the managers, and it's really related to management systems, to what I said before, get a grip on their system. So you're talking about having some running indicators that show them what's going on. Maybe every 1 or 2 weeks they can have the numbers, helping them set some good overall management meetings, helping them really have a system to evaluate their staff based on the KPIs again, as I said before. And all of that helps the managers really ensure that the people work hard toward the goals that they have set overall for the business. And all of that is very coherent with ISO 9001 and all overall best practices for management. There's no contradiction there. Another thing is really, and something we've done a lot, is engaging the workforce. So how do you engage the workforce? People are very cynical about that in China. They don't really think that direct operators, they come here to get a salary, and then after that, they just move to another job after 3 months, 6 months. No. You can do much better. We've seen a lot of factories get their staff turnover rate down to under 6%. So how do you do that? You break them up in teams, multidisciplinary teams from different groups, different processes, and so on, and you give them some improvement projects. And obviously, you need to give them a little bit of training, and you need to coach them along the project. But as people get actually involved in driving changes in their organization, they really feel that. Also, one very, very important thing is you get the buy-in from these people. And some of them are going to actually be running these new operations. So the fact that they put it in place means that it's much more likely to stick in the long run. Another thing, it's not just about management system, it's about human resource management, and this is very tightly linked. We are a distributor of the Harrison assessment solution, which really helps companies evaluate candidates based on their preferences and their normal ways of thinking. And this really ensures that the right people get matched for the right jobs. Extremely important. And the last thing is, a lot of people ask us to find some candidates, an operation director, a general manager, and so on. This is not something that we do, but we work with headhunters who have really good results on that.